Hello, sisters. The next few exercises are going to be done by a walkthrough. This is Chapter 7 from Unit 7. There are two accountability exercises. The first deals with the indefinite article a or an, and the second with the definite article the or the. Concerning the first, let's note the instruction. The indefinite article is a before consonant phonemes and an before vowel phonemes. Notice what is not being said is that a appears before every consonant and an appears before every vowel. We're dealing with sounds, so we're dealing with phonemes. Let's go through some examples. In the word jar, we have an introductory phoneme, ja. Because we know that air is being stopped by the mouth, ja, before being released, we know that is a consonant phoneme. So we are going to select A. I have a jar. Number 2, order. Order. The first sound is O. O. Because we know that first sound, order, is a vowel phoneme, we can now select which of the two options. If you chose an, you are correct. I want to place an order. Notice there is a liaison effect. The N in an attaches itself to the vowel phoneme, an order. So we would say, if we were speaking fast, I want to place an order. Notice, an order. It sounds almost like one word, an order. That is the liaison effect. Number 3, yard. Yard. Notice the Y is acting as a consonant. So we would select which indefinite article. A yard, an yard. That's right, a yard. Number 4, exit. Exit. The first sound, e, is a vowel phoneme, so we would select which option? A, exit, or an exit? That is correct, an exit. The same liaison factor is occurring, an exit. I went to find an exit. I went to find an exit. I went to find an exit. I want to place an order. See the similarity between the way this N is working in relation to this word? Consonant sounds don't need it because they've already got a connecting word, a jar, a yard. They've already got a connecting sound. The N here is the connecting sound for words that begin with vowel phonemes. Uniform is tricky because it actually begins with a vowel, but it doesn't begin with a vowel phoneme. It begins with a consonant phoneme because this U is pronounced Y, U. So air is being stopped. Please give me a uniform. Similarly, the word hour begins with a consonant, H, but that acts as a vowel phoneme. It will take an hour. It will take an hour. Let's check our answers to see if we are correct. And we are. Coming off of that success, let us check the definite articles. Now, in American English, this distinction is not as clear as in British English. In American English, we say the and the indiscriminately. But let's see the proper British way of doing it. The instruction says the definite article is pronounced the before a consonant phoneme and the before a vowel phoneme. The. So the word way, as in show me the way, way begins with a consonant phoneme. And so we would use the. Opening. O begins with a what kind of phoneme? That's right, a vowel phoneme. So I'm going to use the. I saw the opening in the base of the cliff. House. House begins with a consonant phoneme, and so we use the. I approached the house. Notice how the H here is used differently from the H here. Our doesn't have a strong aspirated H sound. House, however, does. So this H here gives us a consonant phoneme, but here gives us a vowel phoneme. Number 4, oyster. Oyster. Oi is a consonant or a vowel phoneme. That's right. It is a vowel phoneme. I took the oyster from the plate. Use, use is acting as a what kind of phoneme? Use is acting as a consonant phoneme. The use of the object. And finally, whale. Whale. Definitely a consonant phoneme. So let's check our answers. And once again, we are correct. Moving down, since we've already checked our answers. The next section talks about velar nasals. Now, if you remember, nasals are those sounds that come from the nose. And a velar nasal would be a sound that initiates on the velum in the back top of the mouth. And instead of being blown through the mouth as the air escapes, and instead of the air escaping through the mouth, the air escapes through the nose, hence nasal. The sound is a sound. Say Here are some examples. Angle, singer, strongest, linger, willingness, springy. This ng sound is what we're after. That is a velar nasal. See, all of these words have that ng. Okay, let's see what it wants us to do with them. In some of them, the sound is followed by a g. In British Broadcasting Corporation pronunciation, while in others there is no G. Using the drop-down menu next to each word, choose with G or without G as appropriate. Now this is sound, so angle definitely has a G. Let's listen to how the British say it.
Angle.
Do you hear that G? Angle. Go. Okay, now this one, singer, is a little different.
Singer. Singer.
No G. The G is visually present, but not acoustically. You cannot hear it.
Strongest. Strongest.
Strongest. We can hear the G.
Linger. Linger.
Did you hear a G? Linger.
Willingness. Willingness.
Willingness. So, no strong G sound. Willingness. Same thing with springy.
Springy. Springy.
No G sound. So let's check our answers and see if we are correct. And we are. Alright. Exercise B talks about clear L's and dark L's. Now clear L is we can definitely hear the L. Take the word love or livid. The L is right there on the tip of your tongue. La. La. In other words, an L may appear that is not so clear. In fact, you may have trouble hearing it. That is a dark L. So clear L and dark L have their appropriate context of occurrence in British Broadcasting Corporation pronunciation. In the words below, use the drop-down menus to choose clear or dark for the correct allophone of L. Let's try.
Full. Full.
Full. Full. The L is not very clear. It's not as clear as slip, for instance, or love, for instance. So let's choose a dark L. Number 2.
help, help.
Now you try. Is that L clear? Or is it kind of hidden? Good. It is kind of hidden. Let's try another.
Alive, alive.
You actually have to make an effort to pronounce that L. Alive. So it's clear.
Leak, leak.
What do you think? Clear or dark? Clear.
Building, building.
Just like full and help, the L in building is kind of dark. Let's check our answers. And we are correct. That is all for this lesson.